Thank you. My name is Lee Zurik, anchor and chief investigative reporter at WVUE Fox 8 TV in New Orleans. And, journalists don't often come here to speak in the legislature. Usually we cover it. So I hope y'all realize how serious and significant this is to us in transparency and accountability, that you have journalists up here who are coming to speak, because this is as serious as Scott said it is. This is that serious. The author of this bill talked about how the press, we don't have to disclose our, communications or different things and stories. Well, there's two differences. First of all, we are protected by the Constitution, but secondly, we aren't funded with public money. This is taxpayer money. This is your constituents' money that we are talking about here. I file an average of about 450 public records requests a year. Have been doing this for almost 20 years now. If this was existing law as was stated, there are some great attorneys in the state, some smart attorneys up here. Someone would have used this in one of those 450 responses a year, and I have never heard anyone claim this at all. As Scott said, it is not existing law. We've done so many stories on government corruption, abuse, and things like that. If you pass this law, we will not be able to serve as a watchdog like we have done before. In 2020, we did a series of stories in the Hard Rock Hotel in New Orleans. It collapsed. People died. Our stories show the inspectors from the city didn't show up. They failed to inspect the site. Many of the records we received in that series of stories may not be available now if you pass this law. Many of you have heard of the New Orleans Sewage and Water Board. This isn't just about money. What if we want to see a decision about why did the Sewage and Water Board not turn on a turbine? Why was it not working? What was the process there? If you pass this bill, we won't be able to see records like that. We put a sheriff in St. Tammany Parish, a DA in St. Tammany Parish. We've shown a Section 8 coordinator paying a six-figure salary, defrauding taxpayers by living in Section 8 housing himself. All records potentially and likely we wouldn't be able to get if this law is passed today. This isn't about clearing up the law. This is about blocking the media and, more importantly, blocking your voters, your constituents, from accountability, from accessing records that they own. They fund it. If you vote for this bill, you're voting against transparency and you're voting against accountability. You're not voting to clean up the law. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.